Oi boys, welcome back to another video on the channel. It is update day, patch number 15, and we do have some extended notes to go through. So for their first bullet point, they have improved the momentum. Players will maintain their momentum while receiving offloads. Second, improve the AI defensive line. The defensive line of the AI will be more realistic, particularly scrum half behavior. Improved penalty decision making. They finally ironed out the AI picking scrums whenever they were awarded a penalty in, we'll say, kick to touch territory. They've said here with greater situational awareness applied to the penalty choice. And last but not least, of course, improved stability. Resolutions to stability issues reported to our support team have been included in this patch. Now, being this is a post-com, I have got highlights of games I've played, or the game I played against South Africa using Tonga. And you won't see it in these patch notes, but not only was the AI's defense improved, there's been some tweaks to the attack as well. You'll see here, I mean, look at this first play to start. It's South Africa with the kickoff. They win a contested collect and they go on an absolute rampage through the middle of the field. I was actually looking forward to testing out their defense first up, but we actually get put under the pump here. And as you can see, what's super noticeable with this latest patch, there is a lot of tackle busts, as well as plenty of offloads, and overall the playstyle that they're playing at the moment is more tight. That's the biggest noticeable change to their AI attacking. We hardly saw the deep pass into the pocket and the 1 to 2 passes that followed. And yeah, they scored the first try here, just us falling off tackles. It is pretty heavy on this tight playstyle, and I really want them to find like a nice balance between the two. What it looks like to me is that to remedy this sort of one-off crash ball tackle simulator, they've improved the AI's ability to break tackles, which I actually don't mind it. It definitely needs to be, like I was saying, more of a balance between the two. If they can get the AI to notice when and where to take certain types of penalties, I'd love to see that same situational awareness being applied to the general gameplay, like knowing when to play tight and knowing when to play expansive. What's absent though, and what has been absent for pretty much the existence of the game, is the lack of a tactical kicking game from the AI, especially off the 10. We do still get, and you'll see in this game, South Africa actually utilizing the box kick more often. Speaking of the box kicks and the kicks in general, there's next to no collisions now and no interrupted kicks from what I've seen, unless you're actually choosing a wrong time to kick the ball. Yeah, for the most part, this update I've actually been having a lot of fun with. I've played a few games, I've lost a couple. Like I said, I was hopping on expecting to test their defense, which did get tested. I wasn't expecting to get my defense tested as much as it was, and we ended up in a few gruelers, this being one of them here. The AI tweaks in attack wasn't in the patch notes, but that was a nice little change and a surprise. The cons about this certain change in attack is that they've got some really slow sidestep animations that, in my opinion, should be removed from the game. One being the slow 360 turn, and certain fend animations that take an age to complete. You can see from the gameplay in the background that there's just bodies flying everywhere all over the place. As we actually hit a wall and attack here, they get the turnover, and you'll see in a second they do try to clear the ball, which was bloody non-existent in the previous build. Apparently it was bugged. There was a tweet that went out by Ross talking about all the complaints about the gameplay taking a step backwards. I actually didn't think it was that bad. I just assumed that because I was playing on the hardest difficulty, they were supposed to be as dominant as they were with ball in hand. Someone did point out that we did do a fair bit of defending in that previous video. We did do a lot of defending in this one as well. Playing on 14-minute halves, I did cut a bit of the defending out. Look, I don't mind getting into that grind, getting into that cycle of earning a pushover at the ruck or trying to get a one-on-one steal against the clear better side. There's just no clear pathway to achieve that, which is why we wanted to hammer down on the rucks being more interactive and more consistent, just off the basic logic of having the numbers at the breakdown and, of course, having someone isolated. But yeah, we get a little bit of decent attack going with Tonga here. We're just chipping away, slowly chipping away at the defensive line until we eventually create a bit of an overlap, and we eventually do find that opening and crash over for our first points of the match. It was pretty satisfying, I'm not gonna lie, after all that defending as well. As for the improved momentum, that's made a huge difference to the way the AI players. You'll see after they do hit their offloads, they do make quite a bit of ground. Some of it's to do with the momentum, but what I will say, there is I feel like a bit of a delay when I'm trying to make a tackle off a computer breaking the line. It's like the tackle doesn't actually register. It could be that old God mode bug rearing its head, because I've noticed that some of my breaks, the computer was running directly behind me and not making the tackle as well. It didn't happen often, it happened like maybe once or twice, I'd say. As we do score on the stroke of half time with former NRL player Solomon Akata. That's pretty much all I've got to say about this most recent patch. I don't think I got a chance to test the AI opting the kick for touch after being awarded a penalty, and for the improved stability, I'm not too sure what to test out for that. My game feels like it's been running fine. Overall, it's another small step forward. They're slowly getting there, turning the AI behavior. I've seen comments talking about why I do test the AI heavy. I mean, it's been a massive focal point for them, and it's been a massive complaint over the game's existence, is that the AI is way too easy. Look, I still believe there's a decent game under here. The support play you'll see in moments of this gameplay has improved immensely. I'm telling you, once they suss out the off the ball movement, especially for us users in attack, once they suss that out, proper formations, having players running different lines and whatnot, and having pods being more useful, as well as continuing to improve the AI, of course, it'll be in a way better place. From what I understand, they will be slowing down the updates, having 2 updates a week with a day in between. You are kind of asking for more bugs to appear, but I do get they want to show the player base that they are dedicated to getting this game where it needs to be gameplay wise. As far as this commentary goes, we are going to cut it to there. There is a bit of gameplay left in this, so we'll let those few highlights play out. For now though, we are going to call it there, boys. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to run straight at that like button, and for more rugby related content or more content in general, go ahead and drop your boy a cheeky sub. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later.
South Africa gets a try. Let's hear it for number 5, the second row. It's a wrap. Put your hands together for today's champions, South Africa.